Hello there, welcome to Simon's Shed. Today's video is something a little bit different. When I was browsing online on Hatton's, placing my last order, my last of many orders from Hatton's, I spotted this PECO Wagon kit, and I thought that'd be a good little challenge to do, and a good little video on how to build these. So I bought a couple of those, and when I looked at the contents, which I'll just show you now, they do actually look quite simple to build, so I don't think the build itself is going to be that much of a challenge. So I've gone for the box van one. There are various other different types of wagons, so you can see we've got the roof and the body, and this is a weight to help it help with the running, keep it weighed down, and it's supposed to just clip together. I'm not sure whether I'm going to actually glue it yet or not. There's the sort of underframe and the buffers and so on, and a bit of brake detailing there. And in the other bag we've got the wheels and axles and couplers and the instructions. As I say, it looks fairly simple to put together, so apart from getting those tiny little nuts on to screw it all together, but we shall see. So yeah, as I say, to make it a bit more of a challenge, what I decided to do is pick a livery of box van and try and get it to look like that. So this is one that is on the SVR, on the Severn Valley Railway, and it's a Great Western box van, fruit van, as you can see. So that is the idea, is to copy that livery. So I've got an airbrush, and I went ahead and bought a couple of paints. So we've got the white for the roof, we've got some Rail Match GWR brown for the body. It's already fairly brown, but it's not the correct GWR brown. I think this is the correct GWR brown for the box vans, but correct me if I'm wrong. It will do for the purposes of this video. I think the doors are slightly different on this moulding compared to the one I just showed you on the iPad, but the challenge really is to get it painted and get it put together and weather it up a bit and see how it looks. Also on that picture you will have seen the lettering. So to do that, I'm not even remotely going to attempt to paint it. Obviously that's far too difficult in 2mm scale. So yeah, went onto eBay and ordered these by the Engage Society, and they are GWR lettering, the right size for Engage, and they are yellow ones. So we're going to do that yellow and brown livery, and you can see there the GW. We'll have a go at sticking those on, and perhaps some of the others as well. Pick out some appropriate ones and try. I've never tried these sort of water slide transfers before, so that's all part of the challenge. So step one is actually going to be to ignore the instructions for now and paint it, because there's no point in putting it all together and then masking the roof off and painting it, spraying it with an airbrush, because we may as well spray it while it's all in bits and we don't have to do any masking. So I've got some acrylic, these are, I couldn't get the enamel ones. I wanted enamel paints because I've already got enamel thinners, but couldn't find any, so I got some waterborne thinners for acrylics, which is supposed to do the job. Apparently if you're running it through an airbrush, thinning it acrylic down with water, which you obviously can do when you're just sticking it on with a brush, but yeah, with an airbrush it apparently clumps together and clogs up, so you need proper thinners, but we shall see. Okay, we're all set up. Got some of the white paint and 50-50 thinners, nicely mixed. Oops. Now that may be a problem. Blue tack to the rescue. First coat done. You can see it's going to take a few coats. I'm just going to do lots of thin coats. So there we are. That went reasonably well. Not too pleased with the Tamiya acrylic though. Found it very hard to get any coverage. It looks okay now, but it's quite patchy, and it would go from no coverage at all to sort of runs of paint running down the roof. I don't know whether I over thinned it maybe, because on the rail match acrylic, which is fantastic by the way, it does warn you not to over thin it when you're airbrushing, so perhaps I did that. But yeah, as I say, the rail match acrylic, really good, nice and even, really easy to work with, and really pleased with it. So yeah, that's the rail match GWR brown, Tamiya white, and I gave that a coat of rail match black. That's the enamel black. So that's it all painted. Next we'll put it all together. Step one then, remove any flash, hence the very sharp knife. The only flash I can see is this little bit here, and we've got a little bit there. However, we've got pegs here, here, and here, and here, and here that we don't want to remove, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Next, locate the weight on the chassis. Now, because of these tiny little nuts, I'm going to put a dab of super glue on just to hold everything in place rather than rely on those little nuts. Locate body onto chassis, same again. Now, and this is why the tweezers are here, we have to screw these onto here, which is going to be very tricky. Wow, that was easy. No, it wasn't. That was a nightmare. Yeah, if you're doing these PECO kits, I would say just throw the nuts away as far as you can and just glue the thing together. I'm not even sure, I've screwed them on, but eventually I'm not even sure they're giving that much pressure, enough pressure to hold it all together, so I'm glad I did glue it. I've missed the couplers out. No! Okay. Read the instructions properly. I forgot to put the couplings in. So I frantically got those little nuts off again, and fortunately the weight hadn't stuck very well to the bottom of there. So, step 3. Drop couplings into pockets. Ah dear. That little point has to go down, so like that, and like that. Do I put those little nuts back on or not? That's the question. So the wheels are rolling away, it's all going wrong. Right, definitely got the couplings in this time. Right, that's looking good. It doesn't actually mention the roof at all, but I'm presuming you just do that. I'm going to leave that unglued because that's not coming off, just in case I need to put more weight in it. Right. Let's try this again. It just twists. No. Done. For the second time. Did manage to get the nuts back on. Now, we simply have to slot in the wheels. So that side's just a hole, and this side is a little slot. So you just slide it. Oh no, that's wrong. That's very wrong. It's all gone wrong again. Oh god, I thought this would be easy. Hang on. Right, got it lined up better now. There we go. Put it in there. There we go. Okay, first attempt at water slide transfers. So we've got a G and a W, which are in a block, so I've put a little cut down the middle there so we can put G and W. These are individual numbers. You probably can't see that. I've literally had to get the magnifying glass out and so that I can read these. One of these says 6 tons. I've basically just tried to copy as close as I can get, including the actual running number, to the picture, so it's going to be as close as I can get it. Right, let's give it a go. Start with the easiest one. Soak it for 30 seconds. I'll see you in 30 seconds. Right. Try and do this on camera. Ah, no. It fell off. Wow, that was nearly on camera. That was easier than I thought. Just try and get them about one plank from the top, right in the middle of there. Looks good to me. Right, let's put the rest on. There we are, so that's one side done. I do have some running numbers in blocks. I might put those on instead because I don't know if you can see, but the 3's gone a bit wrong at the end there. It's supposed to be 2303, but the individual little numbers there were really difficult to line up. So yeah, I might use the blocks of numbers on the other one because I've got this other one to decorate as well. And there we are. What I'm going to do now is the final step, which is a bit of weathering. I've got these artist pastels, so I'm just going to do a bit of dark grey on the roof, I think, and a bit of light grey sort of dust under here. Maybe a little bit on the actual doors in the corners and things. And there we are, 2 finished PECO box fans, built, painted and lightly weathered, and I'm really pleased with how they've turned out. I think they look pretty much like what I was trying to achieve. Great fun to build, great sense of achievement having finished them. Really enjoyed that, so hopefully you enjoyed the video as well. Probably not worth it as a money saving exercise because you look at them and they're like £3 each and you think that's sort of half the price of a fully finished wagon. But against you factored in the paint, I mean the transfer, the waterslide transfers were £9 off eBay, so against you factored that in, it's probably not a money saving exercise, but definitely gives you something unique, something that you can't just buy off the shelf, and quite satisfying to do. So definitely recommend it if you're like me, hugely daunted by, say, respraying, reliverying a loco, then this is a little step in between just buying something off the shelf and completely respraying a loco that you can have a go at for not very much money. So thanks very much for watching. I will see you soon.